day. My name is Abhinash, and today I will be presenting one of the most important implied obligations in maritime law, which is the duty of care. More specifically, I will focus on the responsibility of the ship owner to deliver cargo in the same conditions in which it was received. So, these obligations may sound simple at first, but in reality, it is the one of the most complex and vital responsibilities in the shipping industries. International trades depends on trust, and that trust is built on the expectation that goods will be arrived safely and intact. If cargo damaged, lost, or mishandled, the consequence can be severe. So dispute may arise between the ship owners and charterers, contract may be breached, and insurance claim may even be denied. So this is why the duty of the care is not just a legal requirement but the foundation is smooth functional of global trade. The party of the responsible for these obligations is the ship owners, also known as the carrier. Once cargo is received for the carriage, the ship owner is legally bound to exercise reasonable care over it. This duty is implied in both voyage charter parties and the time charter parties. While charters may nominate ports and provide the cargo, the ship owners must ensure that the cargo is properly stored, handled, and delivered safely. The responsibility cannot be shifted to the someone else or ignored, even if contractor or third parties are involved in the process. The law makes it clear that the ship owners remain ultimately responsible. So this principle ensures the accountability and protects the interests of cargo owners. The specific obligations here is the straightforward but demanding. The ship owner must deliver cargo in the ship conditions as it was received. So this means the avoided negligence, ensuring the proper storage, protecting cargoes and forcible, risking so much the seawater damage. So the contaminations or improper ventilizations. So international conventions reinforce these obligations. For the example, the Hague-Visby rules require the carriers to exercise due diligence in carriage for cargo. The Hamburg rules and the Rotterdam rules also emphasize the importance of the protecting cargo throughout the voyage. So these conventions highlight that the duty of the care is not optional, it's just a binding responsibility that applies across the different legal system and the shipping practice. So this duty applies directly with the charter parties context. So in the voyage charter parties, the obligations arise once cargo is loaded into the vessel. So in the time the charter parties, the duty continued throughout the charter period covering multiple voyage. So courts have consistently interpreted the obligation strictly holding ship owners accountable for the negligence. So this legal framework ensures that the carrier cannot escape the liability simply by the blaming contractor or external factor. In other words, the law expects ship owners to take full responsibility for the cargo from the moment it is received until the moment it is delivered. So this strictly interpretations is the necessary because the cargo owner must have confidence that their goods will be protected. So let us now discuss the scope of its duty in details. Cargo must be properly stored, segregated to prevent damage. So for the examples, chemicals must be kept away from the fruit products and fragile items must be secured to avoid the breakage. So this cargo must also be protected against weathers, seawater, and also contaminations. So this means ensuring that the hatches are properly sealed and the protective covering are used when necessary. Perishable goods are required to adequate ventilations and refrigerations to remain the good conditions. Shipping of the fruits, for instance, must be kept at the right temperature throughout the voyage. Cargo must be also be handled carefully and during the loading and unloading to avoid the physical damage. Rough handling with the cranes or forklift can easily destroy the valuable goods. The failure to meet the standard constitute as a breach of the contracts and may also invalidate insurance cover if the negligence of or deviations is proven. Case law provides the strong authorities on these obligations. In the famous case like Moncaster Castle in 1961, the House of Lords held that the ship owners are responsible for ensuring seaworthiness and proper care of cargo, even if the negligence was committed by the independent contractor. So this ruling reinforced the principle in the duty of care is non-delegable. Non-delegable. Okay. So another important case is River Gurara in 1998, where the cargo was lost due to the improper stowage. The court ruled in the carrier liable emphasis once again that the ship owners must deliver cargo in the same conditions. Most recently, in 2021, containers of perishable goods were damaged due to inadequate refrigeration. The carrier was held liable, showing that even with the modern technology, vigilance and proper care remain essential. This example highlights that the due of the care is not just a theoretical concept, but is the practical responsibility in the real consequence. The importance of the obligations is cannot be overstated because it is ensures safety by the preventing accident and loss of the goods. It builds trust between the shipper or carriers, which is the vital for the continuity and international trade. It ensures the proper risk allocations, making sure the insurance cover remain valid and disputes are minimized. Without this duty, international trade will collapse under the uncertainty and mistrust. So the cargo is more than just goods. It's just represent trust, investment, and lift the livelihood of the business and the communities. So upholding in duty ensures smooth maritime operations and the integrity of global trade. So now in conclusions, the duty of the care, especially the obligations to deliver cargo in the same conditions because it's the central to the maritime law. So it protects the shipper, ensure fair trade, and hold ship owners are accountable. By fulfilling in the globalization, ship owners not only not only comply with the legal requirement, but also contribute to the stability and reliability of international commerce. So now in the shipping, cargo is not just a commodity. So it's like the symbol of the trust and upholding these duties are ensure that trust is preserved and that global trades are continue to the thrive. So thank you very much for listening to my presentation. Thank you. My name is Abhinash.